from what I was seeing, I just felt that Medeama always seemed to have just a little bit of a step ahead, but good statistics.
It means Nations FC had a good second half because in the first half, it was 47-53 possession, and the corner kicks was 2 against 1. But in the second half, it's 4-4. So it tells you the Nations FC team improved in the second half compared to what we saw in the first half of the game. So it's a good result for Nations FC.
Yeah, good results. We'll look at the table a little bit later. And also hear from the two coaches. It'll be interesting to see what they made of that as well. And results from other venues. I know Bando Heart of Lions got a late goal in that match. So they got a late one. Great Olympics at the last time were down by 3-0. Quite a surprise there. But, you know, this is the Ghana Premier League. So a lot happening all over the place. Like, I was talking about the referee yesterday. We didn't have much to complain about officiating. Today we've had another good game. It's good when the referees do well. Yeah, let's give them credit.
Yeah, I think they control the game. You know, if we are to witness the beauty of this game, it boils down to how the referee is going to manage it. And I think for some time now, this season in particular, you know, after all the ups and downs with regards to refereeing the last couple of seasons, I think that there's been this, you know, major step up, you know, and progress by these referees, and would have to commend the FA too for paying premium to refereeing in the country. And just during the last FA Awards, we saw how they prioritized refereeing, and the best award actually on the night had to go to a referee. That means that they've also, you know, tried to pay major attention and prioritize refereeing in the game. And, you know, this afternoon, Rustum was runner-up, you know, to the best referee last time out during the awards. And this is a referee with a very, very high status. He's a referee who loves to, you know, command. Whenever he's in charge, he makes you feel that, yeah, there's a man in charge of this game. And that's what we saw. It wasn't so physical this afternoon. It wasn't so rugged. You know, we didn't see those, you know, cynical challenges and all that. I think both teams also had to be disciplined on the day. And, you know, overall, they gave us a good game. But then from the referee's perspective, you know, I think it's improving, because it's been a long time we even had the FA charging any referee, or, you know, asking any referee to sit aside due to you know, officiating a bad game or so. It's been a long time we witnessed that. So that should tell you that we are headed the right direction, not just in terms of the football, but then also the men in charge of the football. They are also, you know, stepping up, and they are doing a good job.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that would have been a clean goal, but then good footwork and good movement also by Medeama.
Yeah, it was a good work from. It was rather Nations FC who were about to score Medeama from that score. So I think Nations FC did a good job on that score. But, you know, the keeper should have been smart enough. He was lucky on that score not to concede from that angle. So I think next time we need to work on that. So Nations FC did a good job in the second half, tried to make sure they put more pressure on Nations, but they needed the 3 points badly, because after getting 3 points against Samatex at in Century, they wanted to win the game today against Medeama too, because these are teams that you are fighting the Premier League title with them. So when you get them at your home grounds, you try to make the game get the maximum 3 points for yourself. So it was a good point for Nations FC.
Free kick coming in there. Set pieces have been very enterprising. Again, the goalkeeper was quick to punch it out of danger. But watch the move. Look at the yellow shirts in there, the defense.
Yeah, it's been typical of them. Medeama, you know, throughout their campaign in Africa, I've always watched them closely, and they love to defend with so many men, you know, and even the holding midfielders in Mante and also Baba in there, and that's one good thing about Adute's team throughout the season. You can see how they defend set pieces, and whenever they have one, how they attack from it, and it's not rocket science that how you take your set piece is equally how you defend it. So they are good at taking it, and sometimes they are also good at defending it. But then today we saw how they were so resolute whenever it came to defending set pieces. And those are the fine margins. Sometimes coaches know that scoring from open play always becomes a problem. So you make good use of the chances you get from set pieces. We saw Medeama score from one, which, you know, Nations had to reply right before recess, and it was good from them. This is what you need from a team that's always willing to win a game. Yeah, sometimes you don't win, you know, fair and square. Sometimes scruffy goals, you need goals from set pieces, corner kicks and all that, and those are how you change your games, and, you know, you grab about 3 points.
A good sign for Medeama on their quest, Nana, to retain a more title.
A good result, and I think away game like Nations it's a tough ground.
You have to avoid losing. That's the most important
and I
thing.
think, when you look at Medeama in the first round and they are getting Fatah Hamidou, he's a quality left back. When you look at our local league, he's one of the best left back we've seen in the last 2 years. This particular season has been on and off because of his inclusion in the Blasters. He wanted to protect himself, to make himself available for the Nations Cup. So we didn't see him at his best in the first round of the Ghana Premier League. But I think he has started again, and a free kick like this will make his name come back to the top of the Ghana Premier League. So I'm happy for him scoring that crucial goal for Medeama.
You also have to commend Nations for their set pieces and their confident play. For their confident play.
I can't remember when they played against Heart of Oak. It was know how to, close out games. It's very, very important. Because when you take a lead like that, you'd be hoping that you go into recess, keeping your lead intact. Because you come out from the second half, you try to, frustrate your opponent for the first 10, 15 minutes, then you gain control. But then after they got pegged back with Nations FC drawing level, you could see that it's rather destabilized them in the second half. It was unfortunate Nations FC couldn't go all out, and win that one. So it's something, I believe that, experience in Africa has really taught them a lot. And we could see that in the subsequent games they play against other teams in the league.
Okay. Let's get back to Abraham Kesse and talk to the coaches. And we start with Kasim Mengo.
Hi, Coach Stein.
Michael Benson, he's trying to communicate to the fans that, look, we went away to win and we've not lost. So it's not, you can't expect to win all your matches. And mind you, Medeama are the defending champions, 1-1 there. But Capo Deboha, the Bosnian, he's the coach of Medeama now. And Evans Augustin Adote is the technical director. I mean, that's been confirmed by the club. They made that change midway through the Champions League campaign.
He played 2 games in the Champions League and now he's continuing with the Ghana Premier League. So
sounds confident and not too worried about the results, judging from what he said.
It's a good result.
As compared to Okansi sounds very disappointed.
Yeah, but it's Okansi had his team playing at home, and you could see the record speaking for itself. They have a decent record at home. They are yet to lose. And for Medeama, after what happened in the CAF Champions League, this had to be one of the games that they would use to prep themselves, warm themselves up into the remaining games of the season. So, and that's why it's looked like contrasting, emotions from both coaches. One feels okay, I'd say content with the point. The other feels like we could have won this. But regardless, it was a good game we were treated to. For Medeama, they know going away from home again at going home after this one would be okay. It's Nations FC that has an away game at Legon Cities to play, and we know how difficult it is playing away from home. And even Kasim Mengo, attested to the fact that once you're home, you have to pick up all your points. So at least in the next game, when you go away from home, at least 1 point, would do for you. Just like Medeama, have come all the way to Abraham Kesse to upset them and get a point. But then for both coaches, the season still goes on for them. Medeama, they have got some outstanding games to play. If they're able to clear those games and at least gather maximum points from all those games, it could push them into the title conversation again. For Nations, they were not believing until they went on a run, a decent run of form. I think winning 8 out of their last 10 within a certain interval. And at some point, they started believing that they can win it again. But then, if you're aiming to win the title, these are the kind of games you need to be winning. You need to be winning and winning and winning. At least when you go away from home, a draw, or you hope that you can win from there. So it's not been bad from both coaches. Yeah.
We'll take a look at all the other results, including Dreams FC beaten in Swatraman. It was 2. I think that's how it ended. There you go. Confirmation there. Thank you, Director. And Gold Stars, look at that standout result. So a lot of goals this weekend. Let's just go from the top. Adriana Pippin, Legon Cities by a goal to 0. I guess that was about expected. Bichim United doing the same against Samatex. Gold Stars 3, Clare. Home teams, Lions added a second, beating RTU. And the only away result was Swatraman. What has happened to their fortress? Accra Asufuk Akoseo. The Phobians went there, breached it, and now everybody, they enter. So it's just 2-0 that it was. Very interesting. But looking at that, I think the Gold Stars result looks very impressive, considering how good Great Olympics have been playing, guys.
Yeah, Olympics went to Bofoakata now. Last 2 weeks, won against Bofo. And of course, coming back to Sugakope, winning their home game. So they were in the good run of form against the relegation threatening teams. And for maybe any Gold Stars to pick their maximum win, 3 goals, I'm happy for Coach Frimpong Manson because, you know, they have quality players, but more with the same kind of performance on the pitch of play. So for them to win by 3-0 is a good result for them. Dreams FC coming back from the configuration are motivating more because they were even missing their key player, Abdulaziz Issa, who is part of the under-20 team playing the All-African game. So he is out of this particular game. For them to go to Nswatre and pick a 2-0 win, massive result for Dreams FC. And of course, Bando Heart of Lions, after beating Asante Kotoko by 1-0, they went away to Olympics. They lost by 2-0. And now winning 2-0 against RTU, who are struggling sometimes to even raise money for some of these games. So massive result for Heart of Lions. And of course, when you look at teams like Samatex losing away, it's a massive result for Bechem United to get that 1-0 win against league leader Samatex Football Club.
Okay, so now let's take a look at what all this means. And the table is on the screen now. At the top, interesting, the draw, nations still remain in the top 4. Samatex on 35, but of course, they've got a game. Nothing much has changed. Nswatraman losing again. Brekum Chelsea losing, but they maintain, you know, the 30 points there. Bechem United also moving up. Hearts of Oak on 27. 3 points would move them up. They will be looking forward to their game, and that's coming to you on Monday, tomorrow, live on Star Times. The Phobians take on Bofakwa. Great Olympics. They were beaten mercilessly 3-0, but they stay there now at the bottom. Heart of Lions winning 2-0, but look at them. Real Tamale United losing, and that was a 6-pointer for them. Bofakwa Tano know that a defeat to Hearts would put them in precarious situation. Karela United go back just a little bit above the bottom 3. Accra Lions will be looking to get a result against Kotoko because they're not in a better position at all. Legon Cities, likewise. Dreams win, moves them up. They are with the fellow African, Medeama out of Africa, but Dreams are still there. Guys, our time is up. Tomorrow, we're here with Accra Zavuk in action. Can they make it 4 out of 4 against Bofakwa? We'll be bringing that match live on Star Times. Join us from 2 p.m. Big thanks to Nana Edu and also to Josiah Okokwe. Bye for now.